Hello. I look less than cute right now. It is 10 o'clock at night. I just finished editing this video and realized that, of course, I forgot to film an introduction to it. So this is going to be a more intense makeup look that is a little bit less wearable, but I've gotten lots of requests to do things like that, so I decided I would give it a try. My Aunt Gabriella was in town a couple of weeks ago for her spring break, and while she was here, she was like, let's do a tutorial, and so I was like, well, people always want me to do intense ones. She was like, let's do it. So I used her as my model, and I just want to thank her for being a lovely model, and for helping me, like, create the look, just because I get discouraged really easily with intense looks, because honestly, halfway through I was like, wow, you look like you have a tropical disease. So I seriously contemplated calling this tropical disease makeup look, but I'll think of something more appropriate before I post it. So anyway, that was a long introduction. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. So if you want to see how to get this look, then just keep watching.
As always, we're going to start off by priming the eye, and I'm using Urban Decay Primer Potion. For those of you guys who aren't familiar with a primer, it's just going to make sure that the shadows stick well and show up really vibrantly on the eye and don't crease throughout the day. Next, we're going to be using MAC's Bare Steady Paint Pot, and you could use this instead of a primer, but I find that it creases, so I use it in addition, and this is going to provide a nice sticky base for the shadows to stick to. Now taking a bright orange color, I'm just using a really cheap palette. I got it was about $1. So the pigmentation isn't great, but we're just going to get that on a brush and pat that onto the lid. If you're using cheap shadows, it's a good idea to pat it instead of sweep it because it's going to create less fallout. To create more depth, I'm going to be adding this red shadow over top, mainly in the center of the lid, to add some more dimension. Next, I'm going to be taking a blush to substitute for a pink kind of eyeshadow, and I'm going to get that on a pencil brush and apply that on the outer corner in the sort of outer V area, sweeping it about halfway into the crease. Next, taking yet another blush, I'm going to be using this in the inner half of the crease because it'll give us that nice gradient and help blend with the orange because of its sort of golden undertones. Next, taking this bright sort of lilac eyeshadow, I'm going to get this again on the pencil brush and apply this to the outer V to intensify the color, sort of sweeping it towards the lash line. Next, taking a matte black eyeshadow, I'm going to sweep that along the upper lash line to create the illusion of thicker lashes. Now's a good time to go back in and intensify that orange color if you feel like you've lost some of it with all the other colors you've added. Now, using a concealer, go in and conceal your under eye circles because you shouldn't have applied your foundation or concealer before this, considering how much fallout you're likely to get. The sort of triangle I'm creating under her eye is actually a trick that my Aunt Gabriella taught me, and it really makes your dark circles disappear. It's really cool. So basically you just make a triangle starting at your inner tear duct and extending down to your cheekbone and then up again to the corner of your eye. Then blend, blend, blend. Now taking a shimmery white gold color, we're going to get that on just a sponge tip applicator or some small brush like that and apply it to the tear ducts and the probably inner third of the lower lash line. Now taking that bright lilac color on a small pencil brush, we're going to apply that along the remainder of the lower lash line. Next, taking your favorite black eyeliner, tightline your eyes and rim your lower waterline as well. Then, using a black gel eyeliner, get that on a small angled brush and re-intensify that line you drew with the black eyeshadow earlier. Finish off with a couple of coats of your favorite mascara or false lashes if you have them available. And those are the finished eyes. For cheeks, I'm going to be using that same matte pink blush we used as an eyeshadow, and I'm going to get that on the blush brush and just apply that along her cheekbones. Then we're going to just use a simple nude lipstick and top that off with a nice nude gloss. Oh, so pretty. And And that's the finished look. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you all later.